And we're up. Need to get some links to share.
Yeah.
It's not working.
What's not working?
The link didn't work. It should have automatically posted the announcements as well, but decided not to.
Are we live, yeah?
Yep.
No, we're
We
not.
most certainly are.
No, we're not.
Yeah, we are. I'm watching.
Yeah, we are. No, we're not. I can't see it.
Click the link in the announcement show.
I reckon...
Privacy unlisted.
Yes. Protect the public. You going public or not?
Yep, public now.
Beautiful.
Working all good for you?
Yeah, it's all working good. This is a test session.
Wait, what?
No, it's not.
Oh, fuck you.
What I'm trying to do is also get the voice chat working, but I can't. I wonder if it's because it's locked my iRacing. Nope.
Oops. Right, so 4 minutes left to practice.
And then qualifying.
And then quali.
How long is quali?
Good question. I know
10
that...
minutes.
yeah,
10 minutes.
Curry wanted to change it, so I was like, what did he change it to?
It's 10 minutes. Qualifying's 10 minutes.
Rog.
And then a race for 2.5 hours with... I've probably got five or six pit stops, I think.
That many? No.
4?
Four or 5 pit stops.
Okay.
See how we go.
Yeah.
I like that we've actually got the fuel calculator worked perfect down to each car.
Yeah, that's a lot of maths.
A lot of hours spent from Goffer and Curry.
Yeah. Testing. Right. Why can't I use a microphone to talk to people? There you go. Transmit on spectators, but I don't want that.
Yeah, you're talking about like in-game race control chat?
Yeah.
Yeah, you should be listed as race control in iRacing.
Make me an admin.
You are.
Yeah.
Jared's just dropped into the 29s in practice.
Nice. Okay, we've got 5 within a second. And then another couple seconds after that.
Tell you what, the AMG does sound glorious.
It's a bit more mellow than what I was expecting.
You think it's quieter than the GT3?
Yeah.
I haven't compared them. I can't think of it, but I thought it was the exact same engine, just detuned.
Yeah, probably. Oh, hi Dave. How are you, my friend? So 1 minute left to practice. Everyone's finishing their quali laps by the look of it. Quali practice laps and 2 laps of fuel on. Oh, I don't know, I might have 4 laps of fuel on.
Yeah, those 29s are definitely quality simulation laps.
I'm just wondering how much fuel they're going to put in. Do you go for a couple of laps and then go again? Or do you try and stay out and keep your tyres warm with a bit more fuel load?
Be interesting to see what the track temp is like once quali starts. May determine a few people's decisions. But it's open quali, so whether we see some slipstreaming will be interesting.
Yeah, all that time in. It's a 2-man team, so the other person in the team will be acting as their engineer. So maybe they'll be looking around, trying to get some good timing, see who works better as a team.
That's the practice session over.
So quali has started.
Practice results we can see here. Looks like David actually came in on top at with a 129.6, followed by Alex.
Nice. No, Dave, I can tell you what we've got running. We've got 3 Astons, 2 Mercs, 1 Porsche, 1 BMW, and a McLaren. So nice eclectic mix today.
Just going to ride on board with Jared for his outlap. At the moment everyone's giving themselves some nice spacing by the looks of it.
Dan the man, probably one of the quickest out there. I rating 4.1k. He's racing the Aston Martin number 42 with the most outrageous livery I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's pretty out there. Well, I don't think that's where you want to be.
Oh, damage. You'll have to come in and try and get a repair.
Yeah. Not ideal start. And the next wild livery. Alex
No
and
pockets.
the SRG dev team, no porkers. I think Carey will be a bit of an underdog here. I have a feeling it might have been a little bit of sandbagging, but we'll see.
He's a very quick boy.
Right on board for his first flyer.
So this corner here, be interesting. Down the hill, loads of understeers, you come over the top. Real big adverse camber. The curve wants to kick you out to the gravel. Braking hard for the hairpin. Don't get the power too early, it will drive you out wide. It's tighter than you think. Over to the right. Braking at the 50. Cut this corner. Use as much of this grass as you can without going off track, which is done very nicely. Difficult corner this. Apex is very, very late if you want a good run up this back straight. Going to lift, just probably got a little bit of a slipstream and the cars in front, probably not too much. 2 fast right-handers coming up. Just got to be brave, believe in a little bit of the aeros that they have. You can hear the tyres squeezing, he's understeering a little bit. Keep it in 4th, use the track. Real nice line through there. Difficult corner this. Over to the right, hard braking. Need a good exit here. Don't go too far right. If you go over that curb by half, it's off track and it will send you into the barriers as well. But coming to the last corner before we go into the straight. And, cold tyres, that was a nice tidy lap. Let's see where we end up. I reckon low 130. Bang on.
Good call.
130.0.
That looks like David's gone quicker so far with a 129.9. Not too surprising there. He's in that Mercedes. We've got handsome Swede down there. He's actually gone purple in sector 1 again.
Tyres are warming up. Fuel load's coming off. He was up till 4 AM in the morning.
Extra
Practicing
practice.
this. Extra practice. He's not competitive at all.
No, not even slightly. Just like the 9K sim racer with a hobby sim racer.
Yeah. So, Curry, Alex Morris is faster in sector 3 by only a couple of hundredths. And
David might go quicker here again.
I think he is. Two lap, 129.6, another 3 tenths off. So he's just he fueled for 2 laps. Let's see if they go again. Yeah, he's going to go again. So that's his tactic. Everyone else seems to be staying out by the looks of it.
Popka's put in his first qualifying lap for Team Wolfpack. He's now 32.9, so currently in 7th place. There's one team yet to set a time, and that is Dan's team.
Damage.
Yeah.
Damage at the start. Went too hard, too quick. So Jared is gone ahead of Curry, now in 2nd place. He's a new driver that we are not too aware of, but his I rating's 3.4, so we'll be interested to see how he races. Good challenge for Curry and Goff, I think.
I have a feeling that Dan is unable to put in a quali lap. By the looks of it, he's done all 4 of his laps. Let's jump on board.
Let's see.
Maybe able to get one more in this. There's potential that it's 4 quali laps.
So Tim, who is a 1.4 I rating, is currently 4th in a very respectable time, 131.0.
Certainly not lighting up the sector times there from Dan. Looks like Jared and Alex are on their out laps. Maybe one more flyer for them.
Yep. Dan goes 4th, 130.5. So there's a little banker lap for him, but I know he's quicker than that.
Yep. I've seen him in the 29s multiple times at race pace. So I'd be very surprised if he doesn't climb a little bit further up.
Oh, big. Oh, that's going to be an off track.
Definitely, yep.
Nothing coming up on the old board though.
Alright.
For an off track. So he might have got away with it.
Might have, yep.
Pushing it to the limits. 4-wheel drift. So that Aston sounds nice, doesn't it?
Does, yep. Certainly like that one. I think Dan, maybe the nerves getting to him a little bit.
Ooh.
Stiff competition, this SRG. Very serious and competitive racing here. As you can tell by liveries.
So Tim's in the pit. That might be him done. Not much time to get out and try again. Jared's coming back out on an out lap. Might have a quick one or 2 laps to go.
Only 2 minutes left of quali, so I don't think anyone's going to get a flyer in now, unless they're already out there.
Yeah. So
let's see if Dan gets any quicker.
Goff has just gone 2 tenths quicker. David Johansson.
No purple but greens, so
green. He stops and 5 seconds quicker. Yeah. very close up there.
Yeah.
So second, third, and fourth separated by 2/10. Goffer out in front, David Johansson up in front, 129.4. So that practice at 4 a.m.'s definitely made the difference.
Definitely. Hopefully his teammate Rienko is up to his pace, because that could be the deciding factor. So Popka might be on his final flying lap.
Yeah, got a bit of a slipstream with the car in front.
Gotta love the yellow and blue of the Wolfpack colours.
Ooh. Yeah, nice. Not going green at the moment. He still might have one more lap in him. He gets a hurry on, I think.
Laid off the brakes. Behind him. Definitely catching.
He's going to pit into the pits.
Yep, that's him done.
That's Pop done.
Yep. David's hitting another 129, 0.6 this time, so a little bit, 2/10 off his quickest.
Yeah.
But that looks like it's him done for qualifying. Oh no, pit exit. He's just getting all the racing in that he possibly can.
No, all in the pits. That's checker flag. So we got a couple more left out there.
Let's check out these quali results when they're ready. But for the people that are just joining, here's some details for today's race. It's the first SRG GT4 Invitational. We're racing down at Brands Hatch in the UK, not too far from Tony here. At the moment, it looks like 23 degrees. Not too bad of a track temp at all, actually. I think that's going to really help the tyres further into the race. It's a 2.5 hour race, and it's a minimum and maximum driver team of 2. Everyone has to. We haven't got a minimum driver time, so if someone really wants to jump out straight away, they can. Don't think we'll see that too much. Hopping over to our end of qualifying. Looks like we've only got one person left on track who's coming back in now. Hopefully we'll have some qualifying results for you shortly.
Robert goes through. Doesn't go any faster by the looks of it. Should be the end of qualifying though. 30 seconds, it should reset. Hopefully, we into the race.
It's usually the part we'll have a nice overlay to show you some clear results, but they don't want to load. So at the moment, for anyone that doesn't know, in race control at the moment, we have Tony Yates, Mr. Tony Yates, who will also be acting as our chief steward.
Yep. I make all the decisions.
Yep.
So that's everyone in. I don't know if we can get that overlay up. If not, I can just read it out, not a problem.
Yeah, we'll go for the readout because it's not showing up, unfortunately.
Okay, so in first, in P1, pole position, David Johansson and Rienko with a great time. As we grid up, there we go. Look at that. So, first we got FAC Racing in the car number 69 from Sim Racing Grid, 129.475. Half second behind RD Sim Sport Privateer. Then we got our SRG dev team, no porkers, just another 10th off that. Urkin Invaders, very close there, just 6/10 off Alex and Matt in there. Verstappen Latifi Racing, 0.7 off. Then we got Pie and Fritz, which I assume is Pie and Chips. And the Reaction Motorsports in red, 1.5 seconds off pole. Wolfpack Racing 7th, 2.3 seconds off. And Superior Top Dogs, not so top dogs at the moment. 8th, but no means being the worst. So we'll see how it goes on. It's 2.5 hours. Everyone's gridding up. You can see how it's set up on the grid there. So everyone should be gridding. It's going to be one lap behind the safety car, and then we'll go green flag.
And away the safety car rolls. Surprised it's a full safety car lap. Thought there would have been a short track for this one. Might be quite a long lap round, but at least everyone can settle down, get some of the nerves out. I think that's the one thing I always struggle with before, especially before the start of a 24-hour race. Very nerve-wracking right before you're jumping behind the wheel.
Yeah, especially if you're on pole. We know Dave likes to race on the edge a little bit sometimes, so it'll be up to him to temper that and make sure he just brings the car home.
You got Jared Bridwell in the number 7. Tell you what, iRacing's overlay thinks it's a lot pinker than what it is, but great looking car, that one. Next up we have Alexander Morris Curry, one of the OGs of SRG, one of the tops of our dev team, the man that makes things the glue, if you will. Following that we have Nigel. He's in the Verstappen Latifi Racing. We'll let you guys decide which one's Verstappen, which one's Latifi. Following on we have Tim Behrens, who is Dutch, and sorry, no, he's from Belgium. Same thing really. Pine Clippers, same area. Following on we have Popka, who is Dutch, that one's correct. Part of Wolfpack Racing. And lucky last is Robert Lundgren, who is Superior Top Dogs. I'm guessing that's a homage to Superior Media, who are the Time Attack organisers here in Sweden, and David Johansson is one of the organisers of that. So he's probably brought a few of their drivers across from there. But we are getting very close to green, so let's jump back on board with David and see how we go moving into turn 1.
2x2, side by side.
All on David now to control the start. He can go whenever he wants.
Yep. Red lights. He's gone.
He's gone. Green. Yep.
So into the first corner. Everyone looks pretty safe, keeping their gaps.
Nice and clean so far. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah. David stretched that label already. Nice. Good, respectful driving. I like to see it.
So Dan has passed Nigel for P4. And Popka is up into P6 as well.
Yeah, a feeling. Yeah, I feel I'm going to see a couple, like 2 distinct groups there. I think we're going to have a top 4 and a bottom 4 as some groups.
Yep, definitely. This is the great thing about first Invitational. We've got a very mixed bag of driver abilities. So we do expect there to be a little bit of spreading, but hopefully with future events we'll have a lot more teams involved. Get some close racing up front. Just a bit of a touch of the dirt there, didn't miss which car it was. It's very risky in these cars. They do like to let go.
Nice and clean so far. Nice and clean. He's moving the track the top 4 definitely. As we come to complete our first lap with, dare I say it, no incidents. David leading, then Jared, then Alex, then Dan, Nigel, Popka, Tim, and then Robert to bring in the race through. It's the first lap of 1:34.7.
Already something getting a bit spread. About 5 seconds already across the field.
Yeah.
That top 4, as Tony already mentioned, yeah, that's the group that'll probably stay together.
And they're going to be, car's going to feel a little bit different now from what you just said qualifying. They're going to have a lot more fuel on board with cold tyres, so that's, the car's going to feel a lot more understeery, a lot more weight to it. We might have a spin in Nigel, just back at Sterling. Now 10 seconds behind. In the McLaren, just carrying a bit too much speed here and over rotation on the brakes. Tyres have been a little bit cooked, but no damage to the car, and he will rejoin.
Thankfully no wall for him to meet.
Nope.
Those of course dropped into the back of the pack. Hopefully he can start making his way back up. Popket now the one leading the second half of the pack. 5 seconds off. The one I'm interested to see to start making up some places will be Dan. Dan is a very, very quick driver. Maybe a little bit intentional to go towards the back. Dare I say it?
I don't know. Knowing Dan, I'd say not. But into the 129s already on full tank of fuel. It's really impressive.
One of the things that we've managed to work out here is actually that we want to see pit stops every half an hour. We want to get the fields to bunch back up a little bit, give some a bit of strategy in it, because technically we do know which car is the quickest over a stint, but that particular car also needs the most amount of fuel. So that's going to be quite interesting with the cars sitting in the slipstream. If they're going to fuel less, that's where they'll get the essentially the undercut.
Just Popka and Robert have gone off track together. Let's have a look at that.
Let's just run wide here, potentially.
Yeah.
Yep. Just a bit wide.
Okay. It's fine. Okay. Cool. I thought it might be a bit more interesting than that.
Yep. I will double check on Roberts, but I think it's going to be the same incident, just running wide in turn one. Oh, very late.
Again.
Oh, he's definitely got some contact there.
Tyres keeping him alive, I think. Yeah.
Looks like he'll continue on.
Yeah, brake a bit earlier, please.
Yeah. Jump on with David. He's certainly the quick boy at the moment. It'd be very interesting to see Rienko's pace. I didn't see him in practice much. He definitely did get some laps in, but I haven't seen what his times are. So I think if he's anywhere, you know, in the mid 30s, it'll certainly open up the door for Jared and Alex and even Dan.
Yeah, looks like Roberts had a crash and now out. Almost, I think maybe in the pits.
Go back and have a look at Robert's incident.
Maybe carrying some damage. Dingledary corner, wherever you go. Yeah. Yeah.
No, he's just stopped it, so I think, yeah, he's probably picked up some damage from that first incident and
That's a shame.
deciding to tow it back. Hopefully he can get back on track.
Good practice for him.
Here we go, a nice little battle happening with Dan and Alex already. Dan having a bit of a look to the inside. Decided to stay put for now. Oh, he's flashing.
Oh,
He wants Carrie to make a mistake, but that's one thing. Carrie will also nice and cool.
Right. Chloe's guy can't make any mistake coming out these corners now. Because Dan will capitalise on it. I don't know how strong the slipstream is, but we'll find out, I'm sure, as we come down this straight. End of lap 4. Will Dan look? Dan's looking. No opportunity there. It's too fast a corner. Looks like Jared just went a little bit wide on the entry, so that will allow Curry to close a little bit.
Oh, straight into defensive position there from Curry.
Yeah, that's good. Cut back? No, not the corner you can cut back on. It's too wide.
Dan's really trying to make sure Curry can see him in those mirrors.
Yeah.
So it looks like our other Dan Sogerson, has jumped into the BMW in the pits.
Just coming out now, I think. I'm wondering if...
there he goes, rejoining the track.
Yeah. I wonder if Tim Williams... Is it Tim Williams in the other seat? I'm not sure. Who went in that team? Anyway, might have had a hardware issue, I'm wondering.
So in the Superior Top Dogs, it was Robert Lundgren who has hopped out.
He may have had some technical issues, maybe.
They did have an issue right before the race start where the car wasn't actually approving their setup. And apparently that's a bug that's well known at the moment. Thankfully they're able to hop out and hop back in, and it accepted it. My only concern is maybe they've uploaded the wrong setup potentially.
I mean,
Let's jump back up with our race leader,
okay,
Johansson.
have a look at Dan and Alex. They're pretty close.
Is he finally making a move? He is on the inside.
Yeah.
Is he going to
Yep,
make it
nice.
stick? Curry. Oh,
Oh,
a little bit of a touch.
Curry's holding his inside line.
He's keeping it.
Good racing, but I think Dan's got the run now.
Yeah, Curry definitely went wide there. Stan's going to be inside for this, and that's definitely his position on this corner.
Battling. Yeah, nice battling. So that's Dan now up to third in the Aston. Curry won't like that though, he'll be coming back at him, as we can see.
Is he going to look on the inside? Nope, thinks better of it.
Yeah, pretty fast to corner. That's a fourth, fifth gear corner.
Should we have another look at that overtake?
Yes. You see, had the inside position, held it. Curry did well to no contact there, that's good. To hold the inside line here, but by holding the inside line here, he's going to be going really wide on the exit. Dan saw this and capitalised on that slower exit speed for the next corner. Good racing.
Of course, still neck and neck between them. I'll be very surprised if Curry doesn't have a little look at some point soon. Maybe try and mimic the same move. There aren't too many overtaking opportunities on this track. Looks like Dan's gone a little wide there. No, perfect.
Nope.
Got it fine.
Plenty of opportunities to go off track though, which opens up other opportunities to overtake. What they should be doing really though is working together, because now they're losing Jared and David, so they need to use each other to get back up to the front, then maybe look at battling again. Got 2.5 hours yet, or 2 hours 20.
Just seen a change of position between Nigel and Popka. Let's go look at that overtake.
Where are we?
Nice as a
Out of Paddock Hill, yeah, Druids.
Yep.
Yeah. Nice.
Clean overtake, that's what we like to see.
Yeah. Nigel finds some speed. It's good.
I mean, you've got to be quick in a in a Red Bull McLaren.
Yeah. After his little spin earlier on, he's obviously just settled down a bit and found a rhythm. It's good.
Let's have a look at Dan, see how he's getting on. He's certainly a lap down now. I think he'll just be chugging along. On his own, hopefully can set into a bit of a groove now. Looks like Dan's just gone a little bit wide. Probably defending nice and hard against Alex.
Yeah. I think Team Superior struggling with a bit of damage, I think, as well. The lap times are 134, so...
Yeah, very likely a bit of damage there, unfortunately. Although I should have had one quick repair. Whether they utilised it or not, I'm not sure. So who have we got in the YouTube chat watching along with us today?
Well, Popka and Dave have commented. I don't know how Popka's doing it because he's driving. That was quite interesting.
Ah, Mr. Crossman there too.
So Alex is holding on to Dan currently, but the top two are pulling away, and David up front is definitely a lot quicker than Jared, it seems, especially through the final sector. So Jared looks like he's got a better top speed down that straight. So he may have sacrificed some downforce to have a good top speed for the overtaking opportunities.
I don't think you can use the excuse of it being too late, Dave. I know the hours you stay up to.
That's why he's watching this.
Exactly. Should be out there. Next race.
Sorry, he's sensing some weakness, I think. Slipstream keeping him in contention.
Yeah, I think he nailed it before. They definitely just need to sit in a bit of a slipstream train here between the two of them. Not too much of a train, but sit between the two of them and try and catch back up to the other two.
Yeah.
David is definitely putting on a bit of a gap now, 2 seconds ahead. This is definitely what we expected to see. We know the Mercedes is very, very quick out there, combined with a very quick driver, but it does use a lot of fuel. So I think it'll be interesting to see when they come to the pits. It'll have a few more seconds of filling compared to the Porsche, which is the best.
So we having a look here potentially. Doors open. No. Corey thought better of it. Putting a lot of pressure on Dan though. Flash the lights as well, cheeky.
Both of these guys, full-time SRG drivers. Raced quite a few 24 hours. 24 hour special events.
Year, I think.
Yeah. It's interesting. We ask all of our drivers to let us know what the highlights of their iRacing careers have been, and quite a few of the drivers, even myself, it's ticked this one. It's winning the Nürburgring 24 hour twice in a row.
Okay.
It was a great year this year for SRG.
Hey, there's some other wins as well at 24 hours at Spa. I did that shoey.
Yes, you certainly did.
My first ever win ever. Unbelievably.
Yeah, incredibly well-deserved win too. It was a tough race, that one. I don't know if your shoes recovered since then though.
No.
They don't tend to, unfortunately.
Worth it.
Worth it, 100%. Hopefully both of us back racing a little bit more next year and get another shoey in there.
For sure. So some good lap times still going in, 130s for the bottom four, 129s for the top four.
So we're 15 minutes in, 11 laps, and we expect to see, they're probably around the half tank mark now for what their allowable fuel is. So we should start to see some pit stops. Too far away. I think after the first round of pits will be really good to see how the BOP balances out. Oh, Curry having a really aggressive look there.
Yeah, wants to get in those wing mirrors. Show him what's going on.
David's starting to extend his lead even more. He's out to 2.6. It looks like Dan, who's in Sigurdsson, who's in P8 currently, starting to find a bit of pace. Just put in a 132. Probably getting a little bit more comfortable now. Lots of low 30s still from the top four.
Yeah, you're right, Dave. If he was smart, he would be lifting the coast in, try and get that extra lap. That would be clever. But Curry likes to race.
I certainly think David is on-off. I don't think he understands what coasting is. So, jump back to our only battle. It looks like Curry's dropped off a little bit off down here. Won't take long for him to close that. They are slowly gaining on Jared too. They're 1.6 behind now.
Wonder if tyres are going a little bit. I've seen that Merc sliding a lot.
Let's jump on with Jared to see how he's going.
And with the fastest lap of the race, 129.6. Half a second quicker than leader, so they'll be catching up, I could imagine, slowly.
So it does sound like our third commentator is starting to wake up. That's when the screaming starts.
I just saw what you did. Yeah, I currently feel like that. Oh.
Why is that, Tony?
Too much water.
Alright, yep.
Water.
That extra hydration. It's a bit damaging.
Yeah, it's bad for you.
Your
Nice
theory's good there, Dave. But this is the good thing about the Porsche. We know that it fuels, I think it was about 5 litres less than the Aston, which I believe is the thirstiest of them all, but around the same as the Merc. I think regardless, as long as he stays with Dan, he should be able to pass him in the pits. It won't be much. I think if they stay pretty much where they are now, within that 1 to 2 seconds of each other, they'll be coming out right on top of it.
Jared's definitely slowing. Stand 8/10 behind now.
So yeah, definitely. I mean, Jared's putting in a 30.5. Dan was at 30 flat. And Alex not too far off for the 30.2. So they're definitely catching Jared slowly.
I'll have the slipstream now as well.
Yep.
That also includes a bit of dirty air in corners, so he giveth and taketh.
Just looks like Dan tends to carry a little bit more speed through the corners. When we look at the gap, tends to come down mid-corner.
Yeah,
and commentator Kerr says Dan drops back a little bit more through our last section.
I think it's more to do. I think this Merc is carrying less downforce. So down the straights, it seems to catch up or pull away.
Although David is pulling a bit more of a gap, he's in the 29s, 30 on the last one, the low 30. He still hasn't pulled away that much. I still think it's anyone's game, especially once the driver swaps happen.
Another fastest lap for Dan, 129.6.
Very quick lap. I wonder if a bit of slipstream helped him out there.
Mm-hmm.
Well and truly in the slipstream. And that looks like Jared.
Ooh, moment, nearly. Yeah, maybe lifted off the front of the car.
So if Alex is smart, he'll hopefully catch them while they're battling a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
Alex also into the 29s in the last lap. So the car's definitely getting a little bit lighter with fuel load now.
Dan all over Jared now for second place.
Where is he going to make the move?
Druids.
Called it early. Does appear the slipstream isn't strong enough to get them alongside into Pilgrims or Hawthorne.
Yeah, I think that's to do with. Oh, that's close. That Merc having no wing on, I think.
So it looks like Alex has managed to close the gap as well. He's now in the second behind.
Yeah, Dan's being held up a bit.
This is all to Alex's benefit for sure. That car definitely will be flashing away. Wants to make sure they know he's there. Dan will be very aware that Alex is also catching you. Looks like catching up on...
Lap car, yeah.
He's run wide, unfortunately.
Okay, he's going to come back on safely, yeah.
Oh, he's going to try and make a move.
Oh, that's tenacious. Lovely move. But this is where the Merc, I think, would maybe put it back. No. Inside lines quicker.
He's
still side by side. Yeah, definitely quicker.
But yeah, he's got the pace, but he's thought better of it. Gonna try and go around the outside, maybe.
Yeah. Very difficult to go on the outside there. It's nice and cambered, but there's a lot of marbles out on the outside.
And during all of that, he's managed to cut that gap down to half a second. Right on the back end now. Should hopefully get a bit of slipstream from Jared. And back into a three-way battle for P2. Question will be whether Dan will be able to pull the other two back up to David.
There's times you're doing that. It's not really representative because of he's behind someone. So we'll see what over the next couple of laps what sort of times you're doing. Looks quicker already.
So the next move to watch out for will be Alex on Jared.
It's interesting because it was very fast to start the race. Seems to have lost some pace somehow. Didn't see any incidents.
Stay on board for another few moments. We'll back up with that overtake shortly.
Nigel's also within a second of Tim.
Yeah, Jared definitely thinking better of it, backing out nice and early. Was hoping to get the run on him here, which he certainly did, but maybe didn't want to dive on the inside.
No.
I would have liked to have seen the spice there. Let's have a look how the rest of the pack's getting on.
Nigel close to Tim. Definitely settled into that McLaren.
I think it must have been an incident with Popco. He's dropped right back, unfortunately. 24 seconds off these guys.
Shame.
But the McLaren looks very stable, very well planted. Doesn't seem to be fighting as much as the Mercs and the Aston up front.
A little bit more on the nose, by the look of it. Definitely better steering.
Eight minutes into the race. We're very close to seeing our first set of pit stops.
Yeah, I think so.
I think if memory serves me right, it was around lap 22.
Mm-hmm.
Dan starting to make some inroads on David. Now 3.8 behind. That had blown out to about 4.5 while they were battling.
I wonder if we'll see a driver change straight away.
Yep, that would be very interesting. I think David's going to want to stay in the car for as long as possible. Maybe try and extend the gap before Rienko jumps in. Oh, bit of a lock up.
Yep.
Already for Nigel to make a move. Doesn't capitalise, unfortunately.
Yeah, Tim taking a wide line into Druid's allows him to apex a little bit later and get the power a little bit earlier. And Nigel just doing himself a disfavour by trying to apex a little bit earlier to get close. So he loses about 2/10 in that corner by the looks of it.
Jared putting in the fastest lap there with a 29.6.
Yes.
Top 3 all in the 29s.
Curry just losing a bit of time. Yeah, Dave, fuel stops next couple of laps, we think. Pit window's definitely open.
Here we go.
Nice.
Nigel's on the inside here. He'll definitely take that into turn 1.
That's what I thought. Defending the Druids out. Oof.
Tim going for a very interesting wide line, trying to get it on early. I think that might have hurt him a little bit. Just drop back.
Nice overtake, Nigel.
Yeah, great work. So let's have a look and see if Alex is going to try and get a move done.
Still within that second. No DRS though.
Wouldn't that be interesting? GT4 DRS.
You've heard of what they're proposing for 2026 anti-DRS?
No.
Yeah.
Explain that one.
So if you're within the leader gets too far, maybe. As we see a dive at the inside by Jared. Oh yeah, couldn't make it stick. A lot of oversteer on the loud pedal as he come out the corner. As Courier just done the fastest lap of the race, 1:29.3. And Courier's now all over Jared.
That double slipstream is certainly helping carry out here.
So the anti-DRS is come up with some aero that activates or deactivates, depending on how, to make the car worse, to bring them back in towards the field. I think it's a bit rude.
Yeah.
I understand what they're trying to do, but...
I mean, the racing has been more competitive this year than it has been in a long time.
Oh yeah.
So I think they've certainly achieved what they wanted to achieve. At the same time, it does seem like the second half of the pack are still going to get off the pace. I'm not sure whether that's just going to be budget related, which is already controlled as well. But have you seen I think it was the Taiwanese billionaire who's trying to forge his own F1 team?
Oh, really?
He wants Mick Schumacher to be a part of it.
Yeah. Interesting.
He is only worth 1.4 billion, and there's a lot of tracks in the gravel there. Wonder who that was.
Oh,
Carry running very wide
wide.
there.
Yep. We've picked himself a nice little off track up for that. I believe the instant limit is 50?
Should have made it 10, just to spice things up.
Let's have a look, I can tell you now.
So very unfortunate for Carey, he really needed to stay nice and close to those two to capitalise, and it looks like Jared's heading around the outside of Dan. Has he made it work?
I think yes.
He has.
That's nice.
Beautiful move. Yeah.
So the instant limit's 25. Dan struggling?
He's certainly dropping off the pace. Let's go back and have a bit of a look at that.
That's difficult.
On the marbles too there. That's impressive, Matic. It looked like Dan picked up a little bit of understeer moving into the corner.
Yep. And then, yeah, okay.
I didn't change camera angle. It's okay.
No.
Yeah, and then decided to keep it safe there. Great move, nonetheless.
All this is doing is helping David out.
Yeah, he's blowing that lead back out to 5 seconds now. All his to lose at the moment.
Yep. Don't look at instance. Can I see it? Top one is 7, and that's superior top dogs. David up front's got 0. Jared's 1, Tim's 4, Alex is on 6. Dan looking on to Jared. Very close to the rise. But can't get moved on to Reeds.
Dan was an absolute blistering up. 29.4. Back on the hunt. I do think track position is quite important moving into the first few pit stops. I'm a little bit surprised we haven't seen the first round of pit stops yet on lap 25. Hopefully Alex remember to load up the BOP.
I'll check that too, I think. Yep, BOP's there.
There we go. First pit stop. Unsurprising being the Merc.
Yep, Jared in.
So it looks like he must have been chewing through that fuel because the other guys have managed to get one more out of it. it's definitely going to help his hurt his progress, since the Merc does take more fuel than the Porsche. But it'll be very interesting to watch Alex and Dan come into the pits now that they are nice and close to each other. Oh no!
Curry had a moment.
Curry definitely had a moment.
So Jared's coming out the pits.
It looks like Jared's the only one that needed to pit that lap.
This is going for some sort of overcut, which I don't think would work.
No, definitely not. I think Curry's definitely cut the tyres a little bit potentially.
Yeah.
Bit dirty. He's dropped off now. 9/10 off.
David's into the pit.
David in. He's getting the extra ones. This will be very. This is exactly what we expected to happen. That the Porsche would save a little bit more fuel. I think being in the slipstream for all that time, he's managed to get the extra lap out of it. So let's jump back to Dan and see where he comes out in comparison to Jared. Jared's still quite a long way back. I think it's going to be... He hasn't had any incidents coming out. Dan's still in the pits, still refueling. It's going to be very tight, I think. Here he comes on the straight.
Off.
Dan's leaving the pits at the moment. Has
it
made it work?
Oh,
he's got it.
Overcut. Yeah, lovely.
Brilliant work there.
His tyres will be warm as well. That's lovely. Good tactic.
So, our current race leader, Alex, should be coming in for a pit stop. Unless he's managed to stash a few extra litres in the passenger seat. And in he comes. Okay, so our race leader, David, should be...
Reset at the end of this lap, I think.
Yep.
I hope.
Trying to work out where he is on tracking comparison.
I don't know. Has he taken tyres?
Maybe he has. Was that an accident?
Maybe.
Definitely don't think the guys need tyres at this early stage. Not with half an hour running.
Ooh, big moment from Dan. Massive moment. Managed to hold on to it.
Jared's coming around onto the straight now. Curry still stops. I've just seen him drop. So he did take tyres as well. Is he going to make this work? It looks like he will. Oh, beautiful.
Undercut.
So Curry's made it work, and he's now P1. We've got to work out what's happened with David here. Because he's not even onto the straight yet.
Didn't have a stop though, did he, for speeding in the pit lane or anything?
That's very possible, but no, I should have seen a penalty come up on the... He just stopped for a very long time.
Weird.
Right on board with his outlap here. It's very strange. I'm a little bit curious what's happened here. And his last up at 34. So
yeah.
That's...
So Dave's suggesting 35-second speeding penalty. That should have popped up in our feed.
Yeah, okay. That's going to be frustrating for him. That's really going to... Really has his work cut out for him now to catch back up. So he's had a penalty going into pit lane, has he?
And now I'm going to be back in 5 minutes.
No problem. Very strange and very... oh, it looks like Jared has made a pass on Curry. Let's see where he's made that stick. So yeah, Curry's run a little bit wide out there and easy down the inside there. Just need to stick his nose in, and Curry had to leave him the space. And also getting a little bit loose on the exit. So maybe some cold tyres still for Alex. That now has put Jared into P1. And the biggest loser out of this has actually been Dan. Dan has dropped back almost 2 seconds. And that is also due to the fact that that car needs the most amount of fuel out of anyone during a pit stop. It chews through it. From memory, it was about 8 litres extra in this stint compared to the other guys. It's definitely worth a second or two in pits. So yeah, it looks like David's had an extra 30 seconds in the pits. Actually 36 seconds in comparison to Dan. So that does kind of sound like a speeding penalty. You'll certainly be frustrated with that. Oh, Dan running a little bit wide there as well. Yeah, we do need Larko. Yeah, my guess is that it was a speeding penalty. There's no real other reason. So at the moment, looks like Jared's managed to put a bit of pull away a little bit, and we're hearing from our trackside reporter at the moment. Battle for P1 certainly well and truly happening now. Looks like David is also pulling a bit of time off. He's now 27 seconds behind. So 35-second penalty, and he's already made up 8 or so seconds. So they had a very quick few laps. All that lead he had, obviously really helping him as well. Certainly expect Dan to start making some inroads on these two. We didn't see any driver changes aside from Robert getting back in to the superior team. The only ones driving in the BMW. During our testing, we did find the BMW to be probably one of the slower cars. Definitely didn't handle great around this circuit either. A bit unfortunate for them. They had a very early incident. It also looks like Nigel and Tim still reasonably close together. Nigel's certainly starting to pull away a little bit. During our pit stops. Certainly would have helped out a few of the cars. From what I could see, all cars took tyres as well. We could see with Jared having to pit earlier than the other two cars, or the three cars. It's certainly chewing through the fuel. I think the next round of pit stops will be quite interesting to see, especially now with David so far behind. He's going to struggle to make up 28 seconds. These guys are not that far off his pace. Jared and Alex and Dan all in the 30s. I'm expecting David to be in the low 30s and even the 29s. .1. Unfortunately isn't making too much time on the guys at all. In fact, Jared's still got a bit more pace on him in comparison. Quite a bit of space between the drivers now. I think everyone's just sort of settling into a bit of a groove. Dan's actually dropping back off the other two as well, which is a little bit surprising. Someone right on board. The gyro camera is brilliant. You get to see the pitch and roll of the cars. Tim's had a little bit of a moment. Potentially just run wide on exit. Very lucky that didn't end up much worse. Just try to take a little bit too much of the inside. Very, very respectable time from Robert. Mid 31.
Oh yeah, nice.
So he's actually got the same pace as Nigel and Tim.
Cool.
I think unfortunately that early incident took him out of contention a little bit. Maybe we have to throw a safety car out there and give him the wave around.
Ooh. Curry's up to second. Ooh. What have I missed? Alright, Curry in the pit stops. That cool. So
Little Alva getting involved.
mhm.
Loving this close racing. Yeah, it was a great move from Jared to overtake Alex earlier on. Let's go back and have a look at that. Carrier just running a little wide. Having to probably lift off to make sure it didn't end up in the grass. Open the door right up for Jared. And then a bit of oversteer on the exit there as well, being on the dirty line. Dern also dropped off the pace quite a bit. A couple of poor exits, running wide. And he is clawing that back now. He did drop back down to about 3.5.
See, David's caught up 10 seconds already. I reckon he's taking new tyres, no one else has.
I don't know. I saw Alex's car drop, so he must have been in the air with tyres. I think Cross members nailed it. He's picked up a 35-second speeding in the pits penalty.
Oh, that could work.
Might leave the commentary box and go and find out quickly.
Okay. So Jared still keeping.
Hello.
Yes. And unsafe pit entry. No, pit entry.
Stopping the line.
Yeah. My lap times.
Close to mine.
Same as David.
That's why I did that. That's the reason.
I was hoping for it. Yeah. Yeah. It'd be good, but yeah, for sure. Thank you.
It looks like we lost our second commentator while I was doing a bit of research. So it was confirmed that David had a unsafe pit entry. So I think what he has done is crossed the line too late, which has triggered the 35-second penalty for him. He said they did it on purpose just to make the race more interesting. I don't believe him. So Nard just had a bit of a moment a little bit further back. Quite a big moment, actually. Tim seems to be gaining quite a bit from that. Let's go quick wicket. Very close to being a lot worse. Good recovery from Nigel. Sounds like our trackside reporter, Alva, has had enough. He thinks he's been working for 59 minutes. That's enough. Probably nap time for him. It looks like these three are certainly closing the gap up to each other. They are thinking of the long game here. There's still an hour and a half left of racing. Probably all quite happy to sit. Another great lap from Robert, another 131. David not gaining too much over the last few laps. Still 26 seconds behind. See how he's getting on. So yeah, when you actually go back and see the distance on track, it's quite a long way for him to make up. Bianco, his teammate, is very similar on pace. So you can see here, just on the right side of your screen, how the pit entry goes to sort of like a green AstroTurf. My guess is that he's unfortunately rolled across that, where the checkered line across track is, and that would have caused the penalty. It's unfortunate for him. Will certainly make it a bit more interesting towards the back end of this race. Dan, quickest man on track at the moment, only going the 29s. But Jared doing an exceptionally good job. Jared, quite a quick go. 3.4k R rating, certainly showing it. I didn't realise Alex had also made it into the 3k. It's very quick on a good day. Dan, we're one of the highest R rating drivers in our team. very competitive once again. Only 2/10 off now. Okay, maybe deciding to get a move done early. He's going to have a little look here. Alex really piling the pressure on now. That would have been a very interesting place to try and make a move. That's definitely going to compromise his exit here a little bit. Dan making sure he's aware. Great racing from these three. So it looks like Tim's had a bit of an unscheduled pit stop. He's come in. Did have an off track not long ago, so I wonder if he's had some contact with the wall. Just missed the apex there. Yep, definitely. That's unfortunate. Definitely picking up a bit of front end damage. Definitely lucky that he went to the tyre barrier. Could have been a lot worse. But he's in for some repairs now. The battle for first still alive, but I think Curry's had to drop back a little bit just to defend from Dan. Very keen to see who will be the first to make a move here. It's going to be Dan on Curry or Curry on Jared. So that unscheduled pit stop from Tim has meant that he's dropped back into P7. He's now not too far off Popka. So I expect him to make up a bit of time now. Looks like the leaders are starting to slowly gain the back of the pack once again. And David well and truly on his own. Just trying to claw back some of that time. But he really isn't making any inroads anymore. He's actually dropped back a little bit more. 27 seconds off. Oh, fantastic move from Curry. He's been thinking about that one for a little while. Let's see if Dan can make it as well. Jared will be smart to defend the inside here. Compromise his line a little bit. Exactly what he's done. Brilliant racing. Alex certainly had a look at that exact corner a few times, so not too surprising that he made it stick. Now Dan all over the back of Jared. Oh, down the inside. He's made that work. Beautiful overtake. I don't know if he's got it done. The Mercedes definitely has the legs. I think if he can get the power down, he should be able to keep it alongside moving to turn 1. This is definitely not over. Absolutely fantastic side-by-side racing here. Going to Druids. Let's see if he gets stopped in time. He can certainly. They need to leave each other the space. Take a bit of oversteer here. Yeah, Jared's had to back out of that in the end. That was absolutely fantastic racing.
I watched it.
Just in time. That battle has really helped Alex. He's run away, almost 3-second lead now. We aren't too far off the next set of pit stops. Alvar excited about the last move as well. Looks like Nigel had a bit of an incident just prior to all of the spice between Dan and Jared. Let's go look. Turn 1 off track, very likely.
Yep.
Yeah, just on the dirt, just on the marbles on the outside there. Really hard to pull the car up when you're out there. So one track where being quite outside for turn 1 doesn't work. You really need to be almost in the middle of the track.
Yeah, the adverse camera just pushes you out.
We've got trackside reporter Alva and Dobby. Where's your horse? Maybe he should join in.
Padlocked away.
joys of streaming in our little cabin.
Oh. It's the next pit stop window.
Around lap 26, so I'm guessing, yeah, lap 52-ish.
Cool.
So I think Alex will be the one to watch. I think he's going to have a very quick pit stop in comparison to other guys. He was in the slipstream for a long part of this stint.
Yeah.
Has pulled out. 3-second lead now. What's 2.5 second?
So it looks like David slowed up a bit as well.
Yeah, he's just holding pace. There's 29s. So we say slowed up, but they're still very quick laps from all these drivers.
Mm-hmm.
And unfortunately, that penalty is really going to hurt David's chances of taking the win with Rienko.
Still an hour and a half left. Still time, hour and 15.
Plenty.
Plenty of time for stuff to go wrong.
Looks like Jared's just starting to drop off a little bit off Dan. We did see before that Dan was the slowest with pit stops outside of David's penalty.
Yep.
So that might come in and help them out here.
Yeah, that Merc seems to be slower in the second half of this stint rather than the first.
Yep. Go back and have a quick look. So yeah, Dan was a full minute in the pits. And as you can see, Curry was the quickest at 57.5. So I think as long as Jared keeps within that 1 to 2 seconds, he'll have a chance of overtaking Dan through the pit sequence. And Alex has certainly got the advantage now, being out in front and the quickest pit stop. Jared has come into the pits. Comes down pit lane.
That Merc eats the fuel again.
Yep. Horrible on the fuel box of it. Up in the air.
Driver change. Rob Sutherland into the
Ooh, here we go. Our first of the driver changes. Hour in.
halfway through, so Rob's probably going to run to the end from here.
This is where we do expect the driver changes to happen. So if the last sequence is anything to go by, Curry should get two more laps out of this. So Rob's the first to pit. Sorry, Chad was the first to pit, switching over to Rob. I think second in will be Dan and David. And yep, Alex is definitely going for another one. So here we are with Dan, who's also continuing on. So we'll get one more out of this.
Time for Rob to put some laps together, but he'll be cold. Laps yet.
So I think the Rob will definitely need to consider a little bit of fuel saving. Judging by the time, they may need a splash and dash towards the end. I think they'll get away with it, just. But Dan now 2.7 off Alex. He really needs to try and take some time out of him. We're going to keep an eye on the pit stop length.
Yeah.
This should give you a good indicator of who's going to pit when. And Rob's back on track. Dan's entered the pits.
Okay. No speeding down.
You'll get a stop nice and early. Andrew a little bit further down, also into the pits. And there's our driver swap to Sean. So again, we're going to have a look and see where Rob is. Or whether he's going to make the overcut work for him.
Egg is into the pits as well.
So Sean's dropped. Away he goes. Rob's just coming onto the straight.
Don't think it's going to be good enough.
Don't think so either. I think Sean's going to get out ahead. Well and truly. So Renko's now jumped into the car as well. He'll be leaving the pits. So Rob, a 2.4k I rating driver, up against Sean, who's 1.7. Gonna be a tall order for Sean to hold him back. He's gonna make that car, that Aston, even wider than what it already is. Curry joining the pits finally, and Mark jumping in now.
He's also very quick.
Very quick driver. They've got the absolute biggest advantage now. You can see Sean through Sterling, heading up to Clark Cove. And we'll see. I think it's going to be very easy for Mark to head it. Oh, he's come out behind Tim, who's going to make it a little bit difficult for him. Straight away, yeah. As you can see, the pit length, no tyres this time. They got it out of the way. Tim's done the right thing, got right out of the way for Mark. But 36-second pit stop versus 37 while already having the lead. Very simple for him to stay ahead here. So it's all going to be down to Rob and Sean to get the hammer down, try and catch back up. Sean already having Rob make some inroads on him. Very interesting little right kink here, named Dinglebell. Dingle Dell. If anyone has any idea where that comes from, very keen to know. Coming back to Clark Curve under the Advan Yokohama-san.
I'll go check. I'll be back in 5 minutes where that village is from.
Tony, you have to do some groundwork, a bit of research for us. Straight up on the inside here. Sean running very wide, trying to give him all the space he needs. Very respectable driving. And now Rob has been unleashed to go and try and catch Mark. Oh, looks like Tim going for a bit of a excursion. So Andrew's still on the lead lap. On a race all on his own at the moment. He does have the front pack not too far behind him. Oh no, looks like Rob's in the pits again. I think this is a bit unscheduled. Yeah, he's had an off track. Let's go back and have a look and see what's happened. Yeah, very late. Didn't get the car all the way around, unfortunately, and once you're on the grass there, it's very hard to keep these cars from ending up in a wall. Shame for Rob. He certainly had some pace there. So start to see some lap times now. Marking the high 30s, Rob similar pace, and Sean into the low 31s. So I'm certainly hoping Rob can take some time out of Mark, get a nice battle for P1 again. Rienko with a 30.7 as well, so all, top four are all fairly close to each other. I think the pace of the Porsche is not, it's definitely not the quickest car out there, but it's certainly the best on fuel, and that's probably going to be the difference today. Number 65 parking it out, unfortunately. Rob out of the race. Need to put in some more practice time, Popka. You can be up there, I know you can. think we'll have to aim to add a few more drivers for the next event. A few more cars out there, keep it a bit more interesting for everyone. Thanks very much to Rob for the first race with us. It's great to have new drivers come along. Rob and Dan for that matter. Just need to load the sim rig into the truck, mate. When I come back down and visit you next year, we'll rig something up there. So looks like Andrew's had a bit of an incident as well. Let's come back and have a look at that. So easy to do. Just take a little bit too much of the inside. Did a fantastic job of getting out of the way. Yeah, nice safe rejoin. Just what we like to see. Crossing the 1.5 hour mark. Just under an hour to go. We'll see one more pit stop. And the dash for the end. Yeah, I'm very keen, mate. Unfortunately, I don't think the JDM guys are going to come back for another one. There's another event that's on the exact same day or weekend. So the plan for them at the moment is to do one event each year, alternating. But you get me, so you know I make up for it. Might have come down a day earlier. We can all head to Amsterdam to visit museums and be cultural. Mark with a big off track there. That's really going to help Rob get back onto him. I'm a man of the world, Popka. All about the museum life. It's all about the history and the architect. Maybe we should just go to Spa. Go to a track day. Like it's very needed, you know. I think every great driver needs to test the off-road capabilities. Very lucky he didn't find the wall with that one. He's going to rob 1.1 behind. Renko also taking a bit of pace off the front runners. Could be interesting to see. It's a very tall order for them to catch up, but still an hour to go. Yeah, they do ice driving. So, but when I say near me, I'm up at my up at the cabin at the moment. So I'm sort of 7 hours north of where I live. So it's quite close to here. We've got about 60 centimeters of snow at the moment. Not too cold for ice driving just yet. Probably in a month or so, it'll be thick enough to go out there. I'd be very keen to take the 350 Z out onto the ice. But for that I probably need to get it running. Baby steps. Rob would just be outside of the slipstream at the moment. It will definitely be picking up a little bit, probably not too strong. Ah, mate, the day you want to test that out, give me a call. We'll come up to the cabin and head to the lakes nearby. I know Boost Race Fuel last year put on a fun weekend with some ice cars. They brought a lot of their sponsored drivers across for it. And that was only about 40 minutes away from me. I'm also only about 40 minutes from what's called Helios, the rallycross track. Maybe give them a call and see if we can hit up the track in the winter. That would have been very close from off track, that one. Yeah, definitely. I'll send you a photo afterwards of the type of Sutter tires they drive on the ice with. They're like 1.5 centimeter long studs or spikes. I don't need to give him a drive through. He's gone off track on his own. There we go. Rob's got the pass done now. Mark with a very uncharacteristic mistake. Twice in the same spot. I'm hearing a lot of requests for penalties and safety cars. Look, I'm all for them, but I'm not the steward here. I'll have to wait for Mr. Tony Yates to make his triumphant return. Yeah, Sean's doing great. He's only 3.8 off the lead. And, considering the caliber of driver ahead of him, it's very impressive to see. I think Mark will need to put a bit of work in to get back past. I don't know if he's that English. I hope he's not. But I think he was partial to another form of beverage. I mean, he's your teammate. Start screaming at him. What the fuck are you doing?
Hello.
Hello, sir.
I must apologise.
Why's that, mate?
Well, I went drinking Thursday night. Bear in mind it's Saturday afternoon here. And my hangover's kicked in now, terribly. So I must apologise to my colleague and everyone watching. But I should have been better prepared. However, I didn't think I'd be this bad 2 days on. So that's getting old. That's getting old for you. So it's a good job I haven't got a webcam on because I'm currently fetal position with the mic in my mouth on the floor.
I mean, I kind of want to say that, to be honest.
No one wants to see it.
I think that's the last thing Tony needs right now, Tim. Or maybe it's the best thing he could have right now. Hair of the dog always fixes you.
No,
Maybe it's Shuey. Shuey fixes everything.
yeah, probably do this. Bloody Mary.
Yeah. We'll save those for January.
Yeah. Cheers, Dan. You owe me a beer. Yeah, but not right now.
Buy an orange juice. As long as it's a vodka orange juice, that's
Just
fine.
did it. No. No.
What's your yeah, tomato juice? Yeah, fair enough. I think my hangover go-to is Sprite.
Sprite.
Yeah. Don't know why.
Mine's Lucozade. My good wife is not getting me some because she said it's my fault. Harsh.
She's, I mean, definitely harsh, but she's also not wrong.
It's not some sympathy. It's not a hug.
Call your dog in. He'll give you a hug.
Oh yeah, just lick me in the face.
Mhm.
Oh. Anyway, people are racing.
They certainly are. So we were just commenting that Sean's been doing incredibly well. Only 4 seconds off the lead at the moment, and that's
Oh yeah, love that.
very impressive. Great to see.
Lots of practice. It's paying off for him. It's good.
Most certainly. Rienko's certainly taking a bit of time out of the guys, but not enough. Not fast enough.
Podium on or not?
Don't think so. I
Yeah.
think it'll be very tough for him even to catch up to Sean at this point. So still a long way to go. Just over 45 minutes. I've seen some calls for Michael Massey to get involved. Some offer of some bribes.
Dan just nearly made me sick by telling me I should have some pickle juice.
I need the help commentating here, Dan. Pickle juice. I've never tried that. I mean, pickle juice tastes pretty good. But I don't know about when I'm hungover. Nah, just straight nah. No chance.
Jacob's backer.
Maybe it should be our next scientific research. Super drunk, get hungover, and then test different hangover cures.
Yeah. 6 eggs works.
Tell you what, for talking hangovers, I had one of the worst ones of my entire life just 2 weeks ago. I went drinking with the entire team in Germany, and then had a 6 a.m. flight.
Oh.
And luckily found a
Coffin?
shop. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, just in the shape of a tin can. Luckily found a Powerade. I think that saved me.
Yeah. Isotonic. That is what I need. Still time, Goff. There's still time.
Definitely time.
What Sean is doing an excellent job too. much deserve his podium if he can hang on. 45 minutes.
Very surprised Mark hasn't tried to make a cheeky move on Rob, but you know, if he's smart, yeah, he knows he's got the quicker pit stop. He doesn't need to be in front. Just needs to be within that 1 second. Oh no! 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 Oh, we have contacts.
With barrier.
It's definitely a bit of front left damage there.
Yeah. So opens the door up for Sean. I reckon steering might have gone.
Yeah, that front left looks a little bit bent maybe. Yeah, let's jump on board, see if we can have a look. Quiet, let's jump gyro maybe, see how the handling is. Yeah.
Yeah, little off to the right, I think.
So we'll see if he comes into the pits or whether he's going to try and get through it. He very well may have a meatball. Unfortunately, we can't see that. That's a team spirit, Dan.
Like kicking himself.
Yeah, definitely. He's staying out. Let's see if Sean can get a move done on him now.
Mark's a good enough driver to drive with a little bit of damage.
Definitely.
Just to find that rhythm now.
Someone, yeah, Tim's coming into the pits again.
Early pit stop.
Wonder what brought this on.
What could it be this? No. Okay. Interesting.
Bit strange. Ah, he's hopping out. Steve's jumped back in.
Okay.
Very unscheduled pit stop. I wonder if something has happened there.
Yeah.
Back on board our leader. Rob's pulled away quite nicely now after Mark taking quite a big whack into the wall.
So it looks like Sean's caught up with Mark, potentially?
Yeah, right on his tail.
Okay.
Let's see if Sean can make the move. It looks like Steve's rejoining right in front. I think while you were gone, we did have a retiree in the superior team. They've called it a day.
That's a shame.
Definitely.
Nice of them to take part though.
Yeah. Big thanks for some new drivers.
Yeah. Hopefully you'll stick around.
We'll blame the BMW. It definitely wasn't a great car around Brands, unfortunately.
No.
I reckon it's time for Sean to make a move here.
Taking his time, he's being patient. Doesn't like to be rushed, Sean.
He definitely doesn't. Very patient driver.
Done loads of racing this year. Third or first in his division at the VLN.
Yeah,
First,
first in his division.
in Division 5. That's a really good achievement for where he started. It's good.
That's correct, Popka. You're not last. But if you ain't first... I think you need to get into Sean's ear, Dan. Let's see some spicy overtake. Doesn't look like Mark's lost too much pace. You know, he's in the 31, so he's definitely dropped a bit. But the gap to Rob hasn't blown out at all. Ranko with 30.9. I think Ranko needs 28 to be able to catch this pack.
Yeah. Unless they fight.
Yeah, nice long battle between these two. Could definitely get Ranko back into the mix.
Really enjoying Sean's livery.
Yeah, he's a great looking car actually.
Alex and Mark should have tried harder on theirs. Sure, there's some copyright infringement as well.
Probably.
Look it.
Steve, who is currently in P6. He's going to leave him nice and wide. Doesn't want to get involved
Right.
here.
I like that. See a lot of people trying to fight that blockers. So we appreciate an SRG in a sense. If you do want to join, you are watching, you're new, Discord link in the bottom. We're always looking for drivers. I think we've run about 6 or 17 this year at maximum. And we run every special event. If you miss the start, we're running an SRG championship, which will be different to the endurance races. We'll be using legacy cars, different combinations that we think are fun, something a bit different. I think they're all mainly solo, so you run as a driver for the championship, and there could be, I don't know if we've mentioned it yet, Reese, about reward.
No, we haven't yet, but yeah, there are certainly some good prizes that'll be happening next year.
Yeah.
Probably hold on to those for a little bit longer, but
Yeah.
worth
Won't tell you
joining
what it
for the championship.
Oh yeah, definitely worth joining, and it will work as so you don't have to do every race, so don't feel like it's a massive commitment. I think we're looking at running maybe 10 or 12. We haven't fully confirmed yet, but there'll be some drop races, so that means you'd have to run, say only 7 races will count, so your best 7 finishes on points wise will count, and that'll add up to your final score. So if you have to miss a couple of races due to work, because we all work, we all know this is a hobby, then that's fine, and you can calculate them into your championship, and I think that's a good way of trying to keep everyone involved, and you don't feel like you're missing out. You can't do one of the Saturdays or anything like that. So please keep an eye out, join the Discord. We're a fun team. We have fun teams, and we're trying to get a bit more into esports and professional teams. We've got some people who are pushing 4K. I think there's a couple with ambitions to go even higher than that. So it'd be good to see you all.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Sales pitch over.
Good plug. Yeah, I mean this first season this year was great fun. Everyone really enjoyed it. Got quite competitive towards the end there as well, so it was actually decided in the final round. And that's what we want to see.
Yeah.
I think at the moment we've planned for 13 rounds for next year, so it's a good amount. And the change we made today, which I'm kind of excited for actually. I don't know why, because I'm not a big fan of the car, but we got rid of the MX-5 and we've switched over to the new GR.
Into the pits early.
Early pit stop here.
Yeah, maybe trying to give himself some space.
So that's freed up Sean a little bit. But
for Sean, P2, he'll be very excited and nervous, I can imagine. But I think he's used to it after the VLN this year.
So I think they would have maybe had the fast repair available to them.
Ah, yes.
But considering the amount of time they're sitting there, I don't think so.
Unless fueling up as well to the end, might as well.
I don't know if they can make it. Be very. Yeah, oh yeah. No, they could.
Yeah, they could.
Yeah.
I think they've come out now. Yeah, they're coming out now.
So Mark rejoins in
Front left.
P4.
Looks okay.
Yeah.
Fast repair. That's something we do in this race where I got one fast repair. Just testing it out. It seems to work. Gives you a second chance then. We notice the game can be somewhat temperamental. We get netcode. We get different issues. We get idiots driving, which we will manage. We've come up with some sort of code of conduct that I'm currently writing over Christmas, and that'll be put out. But it's not too different from our racing. Just makes some things a bit more defined, so we know where we all stand. And then as long as it's consistent, which we aim to be, hopefully we can produce some good racing and grow this league a bit. It's like I've just done an 8-week course on presenting to people.
I mean, it sounds perfect to me, mate. Maybe the 8 weeks of us not hanging out did you all the... actually learn something.
Well, you got more work done, so...
Yeah, I definitely got more work done, that's for sure.
My pills kicking in. Feel better.
Some electrolytes and some pills.
Mm-hmm.
That'll fix everything.
So, Rob's still out in front. Sean 9 seconds back now and slowly moving back. So, Rob, who's new to us, I believe.
Yep.
Hopefully stays. He seems to be a very good boy. I would like to get him on board. Seems to be very consistent and likes leading the race. So that's what we want.
I think this year's been quite a few new drivers joining the ranks early in the year, to be fair. So we've had quite a few guys around for the full season. Usually towards this time of year is where we'll start looking to add more of the ranks. Hopefully we fill out even more teams for next year. Oh! Oof. Maybe that was a bit premature for me. It looked like his rear right was on the grass there, and I thought that was going to end very badly.
I didn't see that. I was currently looking at the floor.
If you stare in the one spot,
Yeah, that's
you
it.
might be able to stop the room from spinning.
We currently just are racing at the moment. We'd love to expand into further, but we just don't have the capacity.
Sean in the pits.
Oh yeah. So that's interesting. That's interesting. No one near him, but oh yeah, no, we're going to see if Mark comes out ahead, aren't we?
So Mark's also...
That's a replay, surely.
Yep, Mark's back on track for sure. So Mark now 50 seconds off, so yeah, he definitely would have had to take a lot of time in the pits to get the repairs done. So that has helped Rienko get back up on top. Looks like on track, Rienko is now P2. Sean's still in the pits.
Oh yeah, Mark overtakes Sean.
Yep, so that's got him back ahead.
Comes out now.
So yeah, I think Mark has taken a full pit stop. At 50 seconds, that's a normal pit stop though, with tyres, am I right?
Yeah, so I think he's making a normal pit stop, and a little less fuel for the end of the race. I think he just got out of the way of Sean to pick up some pace, and that did the undercut. So, if you know Mark's probably faster than Sean.
Looks like Rob has come into the pit lane for his final pit stop as well.
The leader in. No stress whatsoever.
No,
Rob.
nice and easy.
No speed in the pit lane. Goff.
No,
No, he didn't speed.
No,
Crossing the white line. Or the Astro. The Lewis at Hockenheim.
Yeah, exactly. So he's still in the pits at the moment, but Mark is... so Rienko's technically leading. I think he'll be happy being back up there.
Yeah.
At the moment, so Rob's coming on pit exit now. We'll
Quick pit.
see where Mark is coming on the straight. So I think Mark's definitely made up a little bit of time here.
Yeah.
Rob's definitely going to come out ahead, no doubt about that. A little bit bigger of a gap than I thought. So be interested to see where Sean is in the mix here. So Sean losing quite a lot of time to Mark during that pit sequence.
I wonder if they've calculated the fuel wrong and put a full tank in.
It's very possible. So you can see here, Mark was technically a 47-second pit stop, and Sean going to 58 seconds.
Yeah, they've got to take the fuel down.
And the only other one, Rob is in with a 52-second pit stop, quite a slow one as well. But yeah, unfortunately, it looks like Sean has overfilled the tank potentially. Unless, no unless. There's definitely no need for another pit stop.
Well, Goff, it looks like we're going to have to poach them from their team. Offer them some prizes. If they're good enough. If they win.
Yeah, Rob and Jared, that's right. They were just in from another team. That's fine. They'll take part in the championship next year for sure.
Safety car? No, I'm not going to do it. That's not fair. Some people have driven well.
I don't know.
That would put Renko in contention, wouldn't it?
It would put Renko into contention. But when do you do it? Do you do it while he's still leading? Or after the final pit stop sequence?
I think that's unfair. We are not another league. Make things happen, which we know did. So
Massey, I don't know.
Yeah.
So my PayPal email is
I think it's been some good racing so far, and I think
Has been.
we've learned it.
yeah, 100%. No, I think Rienko. It'd be interesting to see the pit stop, how they get on. You know, they've only got an 18-second lead currently on Rob, so he's gonna have to work real hard.
He's joined.
Good evening.
Hello, sir.
Ah,
A very tired curry.
Yeah,
welcome
I bet.
to Alex Morris, who's racing with Mark. How was your stint, Curry?
Ah, can't complain. It was pretty epic.
Yeah, some good racing there.
I think I left pretty much used every single centimeter of track. I'm pretty certain for that car, that Porsche.
Yeah.
Oh, that's definitely an underdog car. You come out of every corner and the car's slow compared to whatever's in front of you. Like the AMG Aston I was chasing. Oh, it was so difficult. Like, I mean, under braking, sure, but I mean, it's actually not too bad under braking, but just the rest of the track. Yeah, like the one chance I had against Jared coming out of what would have been 2, 3, 4, I think it was. I made a move on Jared and grabbed the lead off him then, but yeah, like it's a very hard car to overtake with.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
We could see that on stream. It had the pace when it was out sort of out front.
Oh yeah, totally. If I didn't have dirty air, it's quick. Like it's a quick car. But as soon as you get a little bit of dirty air, and it's notorious, it understeers regardless. So the only way to overcome that is throttle up pretty early to get the back end to rotate. If you're gonna go, it helps around the corner. But yeah.
Yeah. Mark's currently got the highest instant limit, 19 at the moment, instant count.
Oh yeah.
I think you'll be alright.
He's got the car fairly well down pat. It's just the corner he's gone through right now. Around the back part of the track.
Yeah.
Where you've kind of got to trust the grip, and you've got to trust that you're putting the, especially it's the rear left tire. You've got to trust that you're putting it like on the limit on the outside of the apron there.
Yeah.
That you don't touch the grass like every single time.
Renko's into the pit.
Yeah.
How much damage did you take from the little moment?
Well, we've all got one fast repair, so.
Okay.
So you were able to utilise that.
Yeah, totally. Yeah, I said to Mark, we're turning it off until we need it. So that's why he didn't lose any time. We actually gained time back on Rob again.
Yeah, plenty. So I think it's only a 5-second gap now to Rob.
Yeah.
It's definitely some potential there to take the win.
Yeah, so Bianca 7 seconds well short. 8 seconds. So
definitely a chance for Renko as well to take a final podium step.
Yeah, the car 69. Car 69 was the quickest car all day. Like they took off in the beginning. So I was battling. I was defending from defending from Dan,
And then, yeah, trying to attack Jared in
Waltz.
front as well.
Yeah, in a Porsche.
It was great racing for us to watch, that's for sure.
It was pretty sweaty. Yeah, it was pretty damn sweaty, that was. Oh yeah, no, it's been good. I drove the the tyres off the damn thing basically, so couldn't ask me any much more of it.
No, that's good. So 25.
Do you guys know? Well, it's not cheeky. Do you guys know who's got the quickest time at the moment? Trey?
Oh, you want the fastest lap? I can find out.
I can also.
Yeah, that'd be cool.
Let's have a look.
I just want to be cheeky, see how close I am.
I think you held it for a while with the 29.
Oh man, that was a scorcher.
So
I don't know
Mark's
how to do that in a Porsche.
Mark's actually
Still
got
got
the
it.
second quickest, yeah, but Mark's got the quickest in the drivers out at the moment with a 1:29.3.
I
Yep.
think that was Curry's. I think that was Curry's first, and he's in
That is mine.
Yeah,
so
right.
it's-
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah.
Well done.
Yep.
Well done. Right now.
Mark's lapping at like the mid 30s at the moment, which is steady. Like it's holding with Rob, which is good. It's just it's the lead cars to lose now.
Yeah, Tim's just clarified that it was a bit of a mix. Well, not so much of a mix-up, but when they had their little incident, he was already quite far into the stint, so just to sort of make it even out, he's come in early.
No, that's right.
Yeah. So yeah, obviously, probably saw that Mark like tapped the wall, did all he could, and it wasn't much damage. We had to keep going. We held up Sean a bit, and then he had to run another like 6 laps until we could bring him in. So he still had enough fuel on board to finish. So he literally have about a lap and a half, maybe like a lap on board still, once we cross the line at the end. So it's pretty tight.
Fair enough. I am going to kick you now though, because I don't want people thinking that you're influencing race control, Warner.
Alright. I will leave.
Thank you for your time, sir.
Thank you. He's gone. That might have seemed rude to people, but we want to be fair, consistent, and even though Curry is one of our original devs, he's still a racer, and we want to be fair. So, not like he could have influenced anything, but if he's got access to this room, why is no one else? So, would you say it's fair, Reese?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, to be fair to him, I invited him in for a quick chat.
Oh, did you?
That's fine. No issue.
we
Anyone wants to come and have
we
a
had
chat.
chat.
Yeah, exactly. No problem catching up with guys that are finishing their stints.
Yeah, by all means, we like to hear from everyone. We can drag you in on Discord. So, come up to 22 minutes left. I think everyone's done their pit stops. Their last pit stop.
Yep, it does look that way. And I think, unfortunately, Mark is losing a little bit of pace to Rob now, so it's going to be very, very tough.
And Sean has pulled away from Renko by a second. Good for him. That's not an easy thing to do. Renko is a very good driver.
Certainly, I wonder if Sean can see Rankin's mirrors yet. Probably not just yet. Still 7 seconds behind him.
By the way, people in watching the stream, just give us a comment on how the stream's running. What's too loud, what's too quiet. We just like some feedback. It'd be grand. This is obviously a practice for us as well for next year. Feedback is a two-way gift.
Certainly is. So for our next invitation, another some good ones while you're in the middle of some feedback. What track and car combo?
What track and car combo? What is best?
Yeah. What's our next invitational?
Oh, I don't know. I didn't know we were having one. I thought the first race was January.
Well, if you ask Curry, he'd run one of these every other week.
Oh, yeah, well, we can't do that.
No.
It's supposed to be exciting and rare.
Maybe we should start planning. Start having you think about what the next invitational might be. Whether it's soon or in few months' time.
Right. Rallycross and Red Bull Ring.
Stream is a bit grainy.
Stream is a bit grainy. Okay, we can do that. We can sort that. That's bit rate.
That's because I'm using the mini ITX, not the supercomputer.
We can fix that though.
Yeah. Same
So there,
feedback.
yeah,
Bit of stutter, a bit
yeah.
grainy. That's fine. That's a fairly easy thing to fix.
Yeah, we can change the FPS easy. And then the bit rate, we'll just increase it.
Yeah. Might be a little bit tough at the house. Might have just come back to the cabin each time I want to do it.
But I could run it
It's very true. Yeah.
if you're struggling.
I might have to send you the supercomputer.
Yes, please. Free? I take free.
Gratis.
15k off.
Not far off.
Are you still using the 3090?
Yeah, the main PC has the 3090. I do want to fit the other 3090 into the mini RTX, but it's a bit of a chunky thing, and I'm a bit worried about heat. So maybe if I water cool or something.
Steve on Andrew is very close.
Let's go have a look at that then, eh? Oh yeah.
Here we go. This is full position. These are on the same lap. Bit of interesting racing for the last 20. Love that Aston as well. Ooh, a bit wide there. Come out of throttle, I think.
Yeah, I do,
Right.
Popka. Still waiting for fiber. Yeah. Yeah. We can talk about that another time. Otherwise there's a 20-minute rant coming in. I get frustrated that our cabin that's up in the snowfields has fibre, but our house that's 10 minutes from a main town, city, doesn't. But anyway. It's fine, I don't need that good of a connection to race myself. It's just the streaming that's
Yes.
a problem.
So, Steve. Looks like Steve's quicker through the first half of lap, and then.
Let's bring up some sector times between the two of them. Let's have a look.
So yeah. So yeah. Oh no, that's battle for sixth. Williams, can you do it off Andrew?
I can move up.
There we go. So first sector was due to a mistake. That's how we see. So yeah, so 2 tenths quicker in the first sector already. Aston behaving well on light fuel, I think.
You know what, that Macca doesn't sound too bad.
Mm.
Mark's into the pits.
Oh.
We're gonna leave this battle quickly and have a look at see what's happened here. I think he's had an accident. By the looks of it, I've seen an off track just above this incident too. Oh.
Oh no. So he hasn't gone into the pits, he's carried on. But it said it was because he went over the line.
I wonder if he gets a... No, we technically didn't enter the pit, so he shouldn't get a penalty for unsafe pit entry.
Yeah.
I'll be interested to see if they've got any penalty for that. I don't think
Yeah.
so. I think they might have got away with it.
I'll have a look now.
So we'll jump back on to this battle here between Andrew and Steve. So look at the sector times. Yep. Steve faster through the first half of the track, and then picking up in the final sector.
Yeah. Could be interesting for the last 15 minutes. Definitely good position, so. This is better than 6th.
We don't like the giant iRacing logo across the bottom half of the screen.
Barely visible.
I can't see it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So what do you do? Increase the time for the UI so the iris and text is smaller. Okay. I'll write that down too.
Have you managed to sit back up or something?
Yeah, is it a lot louder?
No, yeah, it's just a little bit crispier. You know?
Yeah, yeah. I'm not talking into the carpet.
It's amazing. What a difference.
Anadin Extra. Go to your local store now. Other pills are available. Or I've just smashed a Bloody Mary. Either way.
Oh, making me thirsty. Might have to go to the pub. Actually, I think we are going to the pub.
Ooh, nice. Alvar buying.
Hope so. He costs me enough as it is. Been my round every other day.
Been skiing yet?
No, not at all. I won't have time.
Skiing from the...
We leave tomorrow as well, so I think I won't even hit the slopes.
Oh,
That's
man.
fine. It's nice just to be up here.
Yeah. I'll use it this week.
Sure. Come on over.
Steve's really pushing Andrew now, but just can't find the gap that he wants to just send it.
We'll have to organise to see if any other lukewarm beer drinkers are keen to come to Autosport
Oh,
in
yeah.
January. Definitely have to get Nate out there. He'll be hitting the waters hard.
Anyone's welcome.
Yep. If anyone's travelling to Birmingham Autosport beginning of January, let us know.
We will be there. And I will be hungover the next day.
Not 100%. And then have a 2-hour drive back to Heathrow on Sunday, so that'll be fantastic.
Go on then, Steve. Show us what you got.
One of Steve's biding his time a little bit here.
Oh, is Steve the Verstappen Latifi car?
Ooh, you might be...
Or is Andrew Reeve? Because
Oh,
Andrew Reeve's from Canada.
now you've thrown me off here. Double check. Verstappen Latifi is Andrew Reeve.
There you go. So you got one probably from Belgium, and one from Holland maybe, and then one from Canada. So you got Verstappen Latifi.
So it wasn't about driver ability.
Country of origin.
Yeah, we can see the event list. Don't know if there's any need to go and have a bit off tracks.
Renko, look at Sean and Renko. Sean went off track. Do a mark or just
A bit understeer, yeah.
Yeah. Oh. Loud.
How he kept that out of the wall.
Yeah, that's a good
That was
effort.
wonderful.
It's allowed Renko to catch up then, so we've got to fight for the P3 now.
Make that car wide, Sean.
Mm-hmm. You've been quicker. He's flashing.
Needs to keep his cool for another 12 minutes.
Yeah, so we've got 12 minutes.
Get in his ear, Dan. Keep him calm. Rienko is not a risky driver. He won't send it.
No. Hey, we're being biased here.
I don't know what you're talking about. Drive through for Rienko. And now this should be a good battle. Oof. The Aston is definitely quick in a straight line.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Renko's suffering in that dirty air, I think. Has to wait that half second long to get on the throttle by the looks.
They're both great looking cars.
Pulled out a couple of tenths, Sean, in the first couple of sectors. Rienko misbehaving with his lights.
So I think this is definitely all Robs will lose as well. No, 20-second lead on Mark.
Yeah, some great racing.
Yeah.
Boring, but great racing. No, it's a really, really good effort.
Yeah.
Robin Jared, wasn't it?
Yep.
Some good fighting by Jared as well at the beginning to keep his position on track. And
Yeah, it was brilliant.
set his team out. But Sean just needs to not make a mistake. I think he's got the pace.
Keep that ass nice and wide.
Track's getting cooler as well, maybe.
Pretty sure I have a weather box here somewhere
Yeah. Let's have a look.
amongst my 40 other components.
Steve and Andrew still batting it out by the looks of it as well. Same sort of gap between them.
Definitely, yeah. Sitting here waiting to see an overtake. What to watch? Steve Rienko, sorry, Sean Rienko, and Steve and Andrew.
Rienko might be looking here. Yeah, he's got the run. He's got the run.
Sean straight
Sean
into
defends.
defence.
No,
Stayed
he's left
low.
the gap.
Oh, he's left it open.
Oh no. Yeah,
I think he's got the pace. Yeah, he does.
it does. Aston's quick in a straight line.
Definitely.
Sending right out.
Oh, they're both off.
Oh,
Just nicked it. Wow. Wow. Let's go back and have a look at up in there.
How he didn't hit that barrier. We'll see how close it is here. So he's braked late because of Rienko, and
Just carried a bit too much speed. Maybe on the gas a bit early. Just sent him really wide. Oh.
perfect. Planned.
Let's have a look at that. That's pretty close.
Oh, just use it to get him back on track. Beautiful.
Yeah.
Beautiful.
Almost textbook.
And Sean's picked up a bit of a gap on him from that, so worked in his favour in the end.
Planned move. So there's a bit more of a gap there.
Yeah.
See how these two are going. Definitely battling hard.
Yeah.
I think Steve wants that overtake. Mark back in the pits.
Really?
Something's happened here again. We're gonna jump to see. He can't need fuel, so what's happened here? That's a planned stop.
They need 6 laps of fuel. Oh no.
That has definitely ruined Mark's race. They've come out very, very strong. We're leading early on.
Oh, drive through.
Is that a drive-through? Yeah, he's too many incidents.
Right behind him though. So definitely spotting up for the last podium spot.
So Mark only 1.2 behind.
This could be interesting.
Wow.
I feel a steward's inquiry coming very shortly.
think you're gonna have to give me a hand post-race goff. I'm figuring out why we can't see the reason for incidents. We can talk about it after though. But this is going to get very spicy.
Mm-hmm.
I think Mark and Rienko, very similar pace. Mark's pulled that entire time out in the single lap.
Yeah, so it's got probably, what are we looking, 5 laps? 4 laps?
Not long to go, and Rienko's definitely pulled back off Sean now as well. Sean's sitting in P2 very comfortably. If he finishes in P2, it'll be absolutely brilliant for Sean.
He'll be stoked.
Yeah. Great effort from them.
Right, putting pressure on Rienko now.
I think Rienko is going to have to potentially concede P2 and focus on defending.
Mm-hmm. Porsche is quick.
I mean, as we heard from Alex before, it's not great at overtaking, but it is quick when it's got the free space. Ooh, is he going to send it down here? Same issue. The dirty air hurts the car a fair bit.
Ooh, keep off the grass.
Oh, and right behind, Steve has made the move on Andrew.
I think they're side by side currently. Oh no, he's pulling away.
Oh, where to go? Where to go? All the action with the final few laps.
Oh, just overcooked it in the last corner. Set himself up for the straight.
Simple move in the end after a battle that's been lasting for quite a while now.
Good patience there.
It's definitely
Yeah, lovely.
got it
Very
done.
nice.
So back onto this one.
Mm.
Mark really on the hunt for that P3.
Yeah, Sean dragging them along.
Yes, Sean definitely helping Rienko here keep that position.
This could be it now. Is the gap? Is there a gap? Rienko not defending. Sitting on that bumper. Might try to be careful that he doesn't cause an incident here. Looking for that gap.
I think he's
Side
got the
by
overtake
side.
done here.
Yeah. Late on the brakes, really well done. But this will leave it open for Rienko now to come back.
And Merc is definitely quick in a straight line.
Yeah.
Pulling to the outside. I think Mark's going to be able to cover this off though. It's a very fast right-hander. Yep.
Oh, yeah. Really close. This is really helping out Sean, P2.
Oh no, I've just read that the Pine Fritters team need fuel.
Oh no.
They're not going to make it to the end, so that overtake. Oh no, Mark's off again.
Be nice. Be nice.
Oh, pushing wide there.
Yeah. We'll have a look.
That's worth a look.
I'm just looking now.
The one and only time we've needed to actually have a look at something all race, which is great for great to show how well it's been, how well everyone's been driving.
Just going back. Equal share to the corner. So both on the apex. Front wheel, rear wheel.
just watching the replay now, so it looks like rejoin was okay. We'll leave that one up to the steward. We'll have a listen shortly. So it looks like Tim's in the pits. He's going to need some fuel.
That didn't come up with the race control.
No, it didn't for some reason.
That's just,
Yeah, it's coming up now.
exactly right.
Mark is just all over the place here at the end. Ranko's backed right off. I think potentially waiting for a penalty, but as we just saw from race control, no further investigation.
Take a flag, that's it. That is the
Race is
end.
over. Rob has taken the win.
Go out to Rob, at the front.
Congratulations.
Alan Jared, fantastic racing. If people want to explain the decision, I can.
Yep, go ahead.
So we'll congratulate people first,
Yeah.
and then I can talk about it if people want some answers.
Just looking through the leaderboard. So amazing effort from Rob. Their first race with SRG, taking the win. Massive congratulations to them. And in second place, Sean.
Awesome.
Big round of applause for you, mate. Well done. Well deserved. Great racing. Very clean.
Yeah, really nice.
And rounding it off is Mark and Mark and Carrie, and now a bit of argy-bargy between Rienko and Sean. Rienko probably showing a bit of his disgust,
Yeah.
but that's fine. Races are I didn't see that coming at all. Definitely didn't see that one coming. In fourth place will be Rienko. We can bring the race results up now. They are available to us. In fifth is Verstappen Latifi Racing. In sixth is the Pine Fritters. Seventh is Wolfpack. And rounding out is a Superior Top Dogs, who unfortunately had to retire early on. Once again, massive congratulations to Rob. I'm a little bit disappointed there's no one doing massive donuts right now, but that's okay.
Oh, they are.
There we go. Is that Sean? Of course it's Sean. I can always rely on you, mate.
Oof. Brilliant. Really enjoy the race. Thanks for watching along. I will go into Discord if anyone wants to speak to me. They are more than welcome to.
Yeah. Thanks for watching the stream, guys. If you would like to get involved in any racing with us, the link for our Discord is below. And for now, it's Tony and Reese signing off.